This evening's project is this gorgeous wine bottle wrap. So it wraps around a small wine bottle, as you can see by my hand. This is one of the smaller ones that you can purchase from supermarkets and general stores, etc. I got this one from the local Aldi. As you can see, it has been opened. Nothing's gone out of it, but for whatever reason I've opened it. So the wrap goes around the whole of the body of the bottle and ties nicely around the neck, tapering in to follow the shape of the bottle itself. And this one has used the Gilded Autumn Suite, so the acorns, the ribbon, the brushed metallic, the paper and the acorn punch itself are all from the Gilded Autumn Suite, which is on page 44 of the annual, not the annual catalogue, apologies, from the mini catalogue. If anybody needs a catalogue from myself and you haven't got one, please drop me a message and I'll get a free one out in the post to you. So we'll kick off with our version of this. Now I've only got one bottle, so partway through the project I will need to unfortunately unwrap this gorgeous bow and take this bottle back out. But we'll kick off anyway. So this version was using early espresso. Tonight's version we're going to go slight lighter and we're going to be using soft suede. So this piece of cardstock measures 7 inches by 7¼ inches. So almost square, not quite. And we're going to grab our scoreboard. So 7¼ by 7, yeah, so that's the long side. Always difficult to know which is the long side when they're so close in measurement. Okay, so quite a few scores to do on this. So we'll be scoring initially on the long side at 2 and at 6½, and then rotate that 90 degrees and score at 1 1/8, 2 1/4, 3 3/8, 4 1/2, 5 5/8, and then 6 3/4. And there you get to see where the DSP is going to be going and how that's going to wrap around that bottle. That's all our scores for the moment. Pop that to one side. So we'll fold and burnish all these lines. We'll do a bit of cutting and then we'll pop the DSP on before we construct the actual base of the box. And I'll show you a technique for how I got the ribbon through the taped neck and how I made the tapered neck look nice. So as you can see, if I show you close up on this tapered neck, it's got a curve to the tape and then it's got a nice neat hole in the middle, and we've got a punch that does both of those in one. So I'll show you that. Okay, so we've folded and burnished all of these. I'm going to get my snips because the bits that we need to cut are only small. So on the right hand side we have this really thin strip. This will be our adhesive part. We don't need this bottom long rectangle and we also don't need this top rectangle either. So mitering in ever so slightly, I'm going to take both of those off. Just both completely off. Don't need them, they'll just get in our way. Like so. And then we will need to cut up to the first score line on each one of these bottom tabs and down from the top to the top score line on each of the top tabs too. So whilst I do this, I'll just remind you about the giveaway that is currently taking place on my blog as part of this event. I'm currently running a 7-day competition in which you can comment on my blog, YouTube, Instagram, and be in with the chance to win a Paper Pumpkin Box of Sunshine kit, which I will send to yourselves. Hi Alison, not to worry, you're here now. So the Box of Sunshine kit is an all-inclusive kit apart from a stamping block. So all you will need to add to the kit is some sort of block to do the stamping with. It comes with die cuts, it comes with some sequins, it comes with a stamp set, it comes with an ink spot, it comes with pre-made cards, and it comes with envelopes and some stickers all ready for you to put together. And it comes with also some ideas and inspiration if you want to follow instructions rather than go off on your own. So that is up for grabs. I will be drawing the winner on Monday the 14th. So if you comment on Instagram, Facebook, my blog, that will get you one entry into the draw. If you place an order with me in that time, you will get 5 entries into the draw. Okay, enough talking. Let's crack on. So, on my sample here, I used the paper that's got some foiling, which I'm hoping that my ring light is picking up there for you. And this has got acorns and leaves in a traditional autumnal pattern. And what I've done is I've cut it in a way that as you follow the bottle round, the pattern continues like so. And I've done the same again, but with a different pattern. This one is more of a leaves and almost ferns, but not quite. And these are in similar colours. Let's make sure I've got my patterns correct here and I haven't jumbled up the order. So we will want them like this. Like so. So I'm just going to stick those on while I've got them in the correct order. And I'm going to use some Tombow for this. Make sure all the glue's at the bottom. So this, I'm using this purely because there is a bit of wiggle room. I'm awful at sticking things on straight that are quite long pieces. And it means that I'll also be able to just correct it if I get it hideously wrong. So one's stuck, hold that for a second. And there's one. That's straight. It's now. Put far too much glue on that first one. So how is everyone? What have we got planned for the remainder of the week? Is anybody back in their offices working? Or still from home? Or did anything ever change for some of you? Because I know some people are working the care industry, which obviously became key workers and meant that they were working harder than ever. I'm coming up to the end of 2 weeks off, unfortunately, but it has meant I've got a lot of crafting time in, hence this live event. 7 projects planned. I've got all my projects planned for you all to the end of September, so it means that now I can not take the foot off the gas because it's nice to be ahead, but it means that I can now play with some of my maybe my Christmassy stuff and get some Christmas projects out. Yes, this suite is absolutely gorgeous. Now, the first time I went through the mini catalogue, I saw it and it didn't really take. It didn't catch my eye. And there are suites that do that with me. I I focus too much sometimes on, especially in the mini catalogue, I go straight to the Halloween stuff and I go straight to Christmas. But I tend to skip anything that's autumnal. And I did that a couple of years ago and there were a gorgeous suite there. I've done it this year. And I don't know how I could have done it this year because there's a punch pack in this suite. And I absolutely adore punches. Those who have seen my lives before will have heard about my collection of punches, but every Stampin' Up! Punch that has been released that I've purchased I have never got rid of, and I've been on and off demo from 2014, so my collection of punches is around maybe about the 125 mark, maybe a little more now I've done some buying from the mini catalogue and so on. Yes, about the same. Right, so there we go, look. If I bring that up, you should be able to see the difference in colours of those lovely foiled pieces. Hopefully it's not shining too much on it that you're getting a nasty glare. Right, okay, so before we start gluing this tab pieces, we need to do, this part here will become the tapered neck and will be where we put the ribbon through and where each piece will then almost overlap each other. So I'm bringing in the detailed trio punch. We're going to use two parts of this punch. So we've got the corner rounder here on this corner, and on this side we've got what looks like a small elongated oval. That punches a lovely hole. So as you will see on this box, probably one of these is the best to see, it's given me a nice hole for the ribbon to thread through, and it means that I could, if I didn't want to use the copper ribbon again, go for something that's a little thicker. I decided to stay with the copper because of the foiling in this paper, but it gave me a lovely hole that I can, you know, we can adapt that to any of the ribbons. So what am I doing now? I am bending each of these tabs, and then what we're going to do is feed them one at a time into the corner rounder and just take that corner, and there you go, look. Don't know why you're seeing that. If I put it against this vanilla, you'll see just the corner it's given. And then I'm going to flip it over, she says, and we're going to punch the other corner of it, which is a little more difficult because you have to kind of layer it up. Is that in? This is where I get my head in the camera. And there you go, you see. You get that double thing. And then once we've done that, I'm going to eyeball. So on the edge of the punch, you've got a little line there. Shows you that the middle should be there. I'm just going to eyeball the middle. Get it straight. And then, is that straight? We're going to punch that out too. So that's what each of the tabs will look like at the end. So I'm just going to quickly do that so that I don't leave you all just watching me with this. Start that side. So corner round one, fold, flip over, and we'll corner round again. And then I'm going to do all of my holes at the same time too. And then corner round again. Sometimes it is easier to leave the DSP off until afterwards, but I've committed now. I've committed, so we'll do it. And there we go. So what we've got there, we've done three left. And fold that over. And in it goes. Like so. And we've got 2 left. In. And then in again. And it is a gorgeous, gorgeous suite. I've not done it in soft suede yet, so I'm interested to see what this one comes out like. But as it's part of the autumnal colours, it's a lovely brown, it should look absolutely fine. And then fold that back for the last one. And then we can do all the holes, which is slightly easier. There we go. So for the holes, you don't need to bend the tabs in. Just one at a time, line up the middle, place it in, eyeball it, and down we go. And then move along. Middle of the next panel, so I'm lining it up with this panel to the middle point here, and down again. And again. We've got a few more viewers. Hello. Please do say hi if you've joined. Let us know you're there. And then the last panel. And there we go. So when you're done, that's what you should have. And this is now ready to bring together. But as you can see now, those corners are going to give us a nice little taper as it pulls round the neck. Okay, so adhesive down here, because we're sticking card to card, I'm going to get my Seal Plus out. And I'm just going to go down that side there. The seal is slightly wider than the piece I've left, but all I'm going to do is fold the additional seal on it, give it a bit extra there, and then fold over and line that up like so. So we have, she says, there we go. So there we have the basis of the wrap. And there you can see it keeps its shape. And now we just need to fold in the bottom. So what I do is I fold it flat, and that means you'll get 3 panels. I fold the bottom 3 back. Did I burnish those? Don't think I did. And then I'm putting my adhesive just on these end sections, like so. And then what we're going to do is, we're not going to stick them just yet, we're going to grab the bottle out of the other one. So I'm just going to carefully pop that there a minute. And then I've got to undo this gorgeous bow. Try not to lose the acorn off of it. This is what bad prep gets you. Should have bought another wine bottle for this. And then if we loosen this, as you can see, the bottle then just slides out. So what we're going to do is slide this one in, like so, and then we can do the base of the bottle. So we've got our 3 here, just balance it on its lid there. We've got our 3 here with adhesive. You want to bring in opposites. I always do the middle one first, I don't know why, that's just what I do. Match them up to the line perfectly and stick. And again, opposites over to one another, like so, and stick. And the final one over to its partner, bring the other one over and stick. And as you can see, you've got a lovely reinforced base, and then I just twist the bottle on it, make sure that that adhesive is stuck. So there we go. So technically there we've got 2, 4, 6 pieces of card making up that base to make it extra strong. So now I need to find my seam. So where's my seam? It's there. So that's going to be what I consider the back. So it means I'm going to decorate one of these panels at the front here so that I can have a flat front like so. What I'm going to do first though is pop this ribbon through. So I'll show you this gorgeous ribbon. It's absolutely stunning. I love it. So this is from the basket weave and metallic ribbon combo that comes as part of the suite. The basket weave is gorgeous, and I used that on a bag last week. This is just something else. So we decided there is the seam, so I'm just going to go in from the front, and then all I'm going to do is come back to the front of the next tab and go in again, and then again in from the front on the next tab, like so. I'm sorry, someone's talking to me on Messenger, they're very rude. Missing all your comments. There is always something more important to buy, isn't there? But never underestimate how important a good punch is, even just a corner rounder. I mean, the corner rounder on this one has it's just giving it a nicer look. It's on boxes like the one I made yesterday. I could have corner rounded and it would have made the tabs look a lot better, in terms of making them look a bit more slicker. But I chose not to on that particular one because I was all about the simple stamping yesterday and making projects that don't use too many items, especially as I knew today's was coming up that uses quite a few more. And then the last one, because if you went in and came back out, it wouldn't quite do the bow how you want. So the last one I go from the back and I bring it round to the front, like so. And then just tighten that. And then I'm going to put it into a knot first, and then we're going to get one of the gorgeous little acorns out. So tie that like so. And then these are the acorn trinkets, and they are absolutely gorgeous. I need to find more things to put them on because I'm doing them an injustice to having that many still in my little box. How many do we get of them? Tells me somewhere. We get 20 acorn trinkets in there, and they are part of the suite. So the suite you can buy as a full suite with one code, and that'll give you everything, or you can go a la carte, which means that you can purchase just parts of it that you want. Yes, Liz, definitely. I'm a massive punch advocate anyway, and I will always insist that someone gets even just some basic shape punches. They'll change your crafty life. Don't know how well that's done. Look at that, that's appalling. That is absolutely appalling bow. Nowhere near the standard of that previous one. Nowhere near. I've got that better. That's better. So trim that a bit. I like long loops on this bottle, so we'll leave them a bit long. But there, so the acorn's meant to just peek through there, like so. So we've got our bow, we've got our bottle, so now we just need to decorate the front. So I am using the Beautiful Autumn stamp set, which comes as part of the suite. Yeah, this one comes part of the suite. And I am using this stamp here. It says thank you. So have I got it out? No, I haven't got it out. Poor planning. As you can see by the colour of it, I've used it a few times already. So will that fit on there? No, we'll get a slightly bigger block. So I'm popping this onto a D block. If we line this up with grid paper just so I can get it straight on my block, like so. And then I'm stamping this twice, and that's because on the main sample I've split the word up. Actually, I think I may just get away with it once. Let's have a look. So, matching soft suede ink to go with the cardstock. We'll ink that up. I'll leave some space just in case one isn't enough. Nah, that should be fine. And then by eye, all I'm doing is I'm cutting whilst it will be on the slant, cutting that like that. And mainly because once it's on the bottle, you can't tell too much and it looks absolutely fine to me. So then just by eye, I'm just going to cut the remaining part of this. And I'm cutting it close to the word, but not too close. Like so. Straighten up that edge. Is that fine? Yeah, there we go. So thank, and then we'll do you. And again, just as, doesn't need to be straight, but straight enough, like so. Thanking you, that's that done. And then I've got a piece of brushed metallic, or is this copper actually? No, it's brushed metallic. And I've got, so this comes with, this little acorn punch is part of a punch pack called Autumn Punch Pack, and it comes with this acorn, and then it comes with a punch that punches this leaf and this leaf. So you get all three of them in the pack. I'm just going to cut 3 acorns from this, like so. Pop those to one side. And then to stick all this on, I'm going to go with some mini dimensionals for the acorns themselves. And I can't pick these up, so I'm using my Takey Pick tool. Absolutely awful at trying to place them with my fingers. So I always use my piercing head of my Takey Pick. And then for the thank you itself, I'm just going to pop a bit of seal on 1/2 of each. So on the thank you, I want to make sure my glue's on the end of the word, and on you, I want to make sure it's on the beginning of the word. Like so. So I'm just going to pop the thank you on first. So where shall we go? About there. So you, and then the thank I do off to an angle a little bit, like so. And get the backings off these mini ones, and we'll pop our 3 acorns. So we've got one at the top, pop one down here at the bottom, like so, and then another one just round the wording itself. So I think I'll go with this one here. And there we are, a wine bottle wrap. Now you've got to pretend that this one's got a wine bottle in it, but they're the two variations. So this one again was soft suede, and this one is early espresso. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer the darker one? I'm not quite sure. I think they both go well with the paper, and they both got that autumnal look. If only they both had bottles in, eh? Okay, so all the supplies and all the products will be available on my blog tomorrow morning from 7 AM. The replay video, once we finish this live this evening, will be available on this Facebook page, but will also be uploaded to YouTube to be replayed. And again, for the giveaway, if you comment on any birthday party related post on Instagram, Facebook or my blog, they each get you one entry. So you can each day post on each one, and that will get you 3 entries. If you place an order with me for any product at all within this week, before 23:59 on the 13th, you'll get 5 entries into said draw, and then on Monday the 14th I will draw the winners, and the first place will get the box of Sunshine Paper Pumpkin, and the next few runners up will get a free gift from myself, including a retired paper sampler pack. So that paper sampler pack's got 24 6x6 sheets in it of papers from 2014 to last year. So a good little museum collector's piece, but makes you, you know, look at the papers in the past and just see what Stampin' Up did have to offer. Okay, so I think that's it for this evening. I think I've mentioned everything I need to mention. Tomorrow evening's a bit of a special one. So tomorrow is my birthday, and I am making a never-ending card with a bit of a birthday twist. So I will be back here at 7:30 tomorrow evening with that to show you how it's made and how it's done. I hope you have an excellent evening for the remainder of what's left, and I'll see you again tomorrow night. Bye!